Mark, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, it is great to be here even at this time.
It's early for us here on the West Coast. Okay, so take us through the body language do's and don'ts, because this really resonates with everybody, because we see these different moves that the candidates have been making. Let's go through some of the gestures.
Yes.
You wanted to kick it off with the chin jut.
Okay, so this is definitely a favorite of Donald Trump. And the chin jut, you know, his chin comes forward like this, very often when he's being asked a difficult question, and sometimes when he's in uncomfortable territory in a presentation of some sort. And this means, like, just keep back. Keep back from me. It's quite aggressive, it's quite dominant, and what you're doing is you're moving your eyes further away from the person in front of you. So if you're doing this in business, you will come over as aggressive and a little bit alpha female, alpha male, so you don't always want to do that.
Wow, and then there's the I know people point.
Oh, this is so funny, right? So Hillary definitely does this, and others, and actually, I'm not going to say don't do it. It does kind of work, because what you do is you walk out in front of an audience, and you start pointing at people like, hey, oh, hi. You don't know anyone out there, but you just do it to create this social proof that you have friends. So the rest of the audience goes, oh, she's got friends in this audience. She must be cool.
And also, the people that she's pointing at, they don't really know.
They don't know. They go,
who she's pointing at.
Is she pointing at the person behind me?
Right.
Yes, they get somewhat freaked out, but it's good. It works.
The thumb of power.
Oh, my goodness. Well, this, of course, goes back to President Bill Clinton, because when you coach people, and I've done a little bit of this in my past, you tell them never point at your audience. If you point at people, they get very offended. It's too aggressive. It's almost like having a gun.
People do not like pointing. Yeah, I know, I agree with that.
So he was coached to take that finger away and put his thumb on top of his hand like this, and it was softer. You could still gesture like this.
So that's what that's about.
That's the thumb of power.
Because I've always wondered, a lot of politicians do that.
They do that. Well, you know, Tony Blair, the Prime Minister of the UK, did it, and even now President Obama does it the whole time, because you cannot do this, but you can do this.
Interesting. So that works.
Yes, that's okay. It's good. It's soft.
I should have done, so that works.
And it really does.
The arms of love.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Bernie does this a lot. It's a sort of come to me, people. Just come to me. Because when you're doing this, what you're saying to your audience is, what I'm telling you now is something you should feel safe about, and it's something you should join me with and join me on. That's what the hug is all about. Come to me.
That makes it makes you accessible.
It really does. And also, there's another thing going on. You're opening yourself up.
Right.
You know, I have nothing to hide.
Yes.
I am fully vulnerable now. I'm giving you a message that I really care about. Come and hug me.
Yeah. Okay, the listen to me finger is another one.
Oh, okay, so this is, and I was doing some research for you, of course, and this is something that Donald Trump uses a lot. He puts his finger up like this as he goes on for maybe 1, 2, or 3 sentences. And the listen to me finger is like, okay, everyone, everything I said before, this may not have mattered, but this really does. When this finger is up, you need to be listening. It's like a transmitting aerial. Now listen to this. That's what this is. So everyone be quiet and listen to this.
Is that effective?
Actually, it is, but it's not a do, it's a don't. Because when you tell people to shut up and listen, which is what this is, people don't like it. Audiences don't like it. They want to hear a message. They don't want to be told to hear a message.
So that's a don't. Now, wait a minute. But this is a do, right?
This is a do.
Okay.
This is nice. There's nothing wrong with this.
And this is a do.
And the thumb of power is a do as well. Although it's a sort of vaguely hidden aggressive gesture, but it's okay.
Phrases to avoid.
Right, phrases to avoid. Okay, so here's a few. Using the word look at the beginning of a sentence. Look. Body language is very important. Look is a no-no, and they do it all the time. Because look is another way of saying, shut up. And it's also a way of saying, you need to stop everything else you're doing and pay attention to me. These are not messages that an audience typically likes. So look is a no-no. What else? As I already said. As I've already said. And I hate it. When I hear this, I'm like, oh, no, don't do that. As I've already said means, weren't you listening? You're treating me like a child. Right. As I've already said, you need to do this. Well, number one, people often come to a conversation late, especially in television. So if you're on TV, if you're a politician and you're doing an interview on television, don't say, as I just said, because some people might have only just tuned in. Yeah, and it's also, it feels like you're getting annoyed with the audience. Yes. Because I just told you that, as I just said. Without a doubt, yes. So those are definite no-nos. Other phrases to avoid? Well, what's interesting, and again, I have to use, Donald's just a fabulous canvas of examples, because he does so much. He does stuff right, and he does some stuff wrong in my world, but does my world matter anymore? Who knows? But what's interesting is he'll often say things like, They love me.
Yeah, they love me.
They
Right?
love me. The Hispanics love me. Now listen,
Right.
maybe that's true. It's not, I'm not arguing that. It's about how you say it. Rather than saying that someone loves you, say, I am told that the Hispanics love me.
How about what you don't understand?
Oh my goodness, so this is a big no-no.
That sounds like a no-no to me.
Right, because a lot of people, they become so enamored with their own level of knowledge.
Yeah.
When they tell you how things work, they understand that you don't know. So they go, well, what you don't understand is
Right.
that these things cost money. But that's the most offensive thing you can say to someone, because you're saying you don't get stuff,
Yeah.
you're not educated, you don't have my level of knowledge, and you don't understand it.
Yeah, this is all really helpful because these can be applied in life and in business, obviously. Now, you've recently become a citizen. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's so fantastic.
It
You'll
was
be
a
able
great
to vote
honor. Yes.
in your first U.S. presidential election.
And what
I mean,
choices I've got.
wow. I mean, what an election to be able to vote for the first time. What's the significance to you?
Well, coming to the United States was something that I have to say I dreamt about for a long time, and being here is a huge honor. And the other day I was getting my TSA pre-check renewed, and the guy said to me, you know, he said, you became a citizen, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, some people live here, they don't appreciate it. You chose to live here. He says, that means a lot. And it does. It means a lot to me. And voting for the first time, it's a huge honor.
It sure is. Yeah, great. Mark, good to see you.
My pleasure.
Thanks so much for joining us.